Hi there, it's Dave Duford at Buy Life Insurance for Burial, where I answer your questions as it relates to life insurance. Today's question is, what is term insurance? How does it work? Give me more information. So this video will serve as a primer, a basic video to explain to you the fundamentals, the 101 of how term life insurance works. So if you're watching this video, you're wondering about term, you've seen it, you're kind of wondering how it works, please watch this video. It's going to give you all of the information to give you a basic understanding of whether or not term insurance is the right kind of plan to suit your goals. So let's start with the definition of term insurance. Simply put, term insurance is designed to provide term insurance or life insurance over a term period of time. So that term is something that is flexible depending on how you want to tailor or custom design your life insurance. There are term insurance plans that go up every year. We call those annual renewable term plans. There's also term lengths that guarantee your premium over a set period of time. The minimum is 5 years. The maximum that we commonly see is 30 years. And there's periods of time all in between, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you have the ability to put your coverage in place for a period of time to cover whatever your obligations or your needs are that you feel that life insurance is appropriate for. Also, I'll add, term insurance typically with these level coverage periods offer level premiums, which means in most circumstances the premiums never go up within that period of time. So why would somebody buy term insurance? So the most common reason people buy term insurance is because there is a temporary obligation that has to be paid for. So perfect example, let's look at a young man and woman in their 30s or 40s. They're at a point where they're doing well financially, and they realize that if one of the other passes away, it's going to have an immediate impact on their day-to-day living standards right out the bat, have an immediate impact on their savings goals and how they will retire, and just have a general impact on how they pay bills. Maybe it even affect their ability to pay the mortgage, let's say. So all three of these circumstances would be the perfect rationale to buy a term life insurance plan. So let's say both of these people are 45. They're planning on retiring at 65. But they've got these obligations between now and 65 that may cause them to economically have turmoil. So a 20-year term life insurance would cover these people from age 45 to 65. And if either of them pass away, a lump sum for whatever the amount is paid to the surviving beneficiary with the intention of that money to offset any debts, to continue funding retirement, and to replace that future income that individual would have made had they been alive. And so what life insurance has the power of doing is providing what would have come had that person lived. And the need for life insurance potentially, not always, potentially goes away as one enters into retirement. Why? Because the idea is you've saved effectively. You've retired with enough money on hand. You've eliminated your obligations like your mortgage. So the insurance is not necessary, thus the term insurance ends. It ends at the term. And so this is why a lot of people buy term insurance. It satisfies temporary obligations, which the vast majority of Americans have. This isn't always the best choice, but for most people, I would say 80% of life insurance purchases as of the current year are term insurance related. They just match so many of the common reasons why people buy it and why they need it. So a couple of benefits of term insurance. It's the least expensive, at least on a cost basis, for the amount of coverage that you get relative to whole life or universal life insurance products that provide full comprehensive coverage. So if you have large financial obligations, such as replacing, in many cases, 10 times your income, that's the kind of number we work with when we help people with life insurance. It does a good job at an affordable rate relative to whole or permanent type life insurance products. And you can add riders to these plans. So if you become hurt and you cannot work, you can get a waiver of premium rider that if you become disabled, you don't have to pay premiums throughout that term period of time. You can also get other riders that pay a benefit if you have a chronic illness like a stroke or cancer diagnosis. You can get in some cases, premiums returned back to you at the end of the premium term with some select types of products. So there's a way to enhance the value of your life insurance plan so it's not just there to pay if you die. and there would be some types of benefits associated with it. And that's another thing you can custom design in your life insurance product too, to make it a little bit more enticing, I guess you could say. So that's pros of term insurance. Let's talk about cons of term insurance. So the biggest drawback to term insurance is that in most cases it won't pay. Not because term insurance is like there's some scam going on. It's just that term insurance companies are operated by a bunch of smart people that can assess the average mortality and lifespan of its prospects, of its clients, and ultimately determine that most people will outlive the coverage that they put into force. So what happens is that term insurance, 97% of the time, maybe more, doesn't pay out because it's outlived or it's lapsed or something happens. So term insurance is problematic when you need insurance for longer than the stated period of time of the term. Perfect example. If you buy a 10-year term insurance policy and you have a 30-year mortgage, and you know you need to cover that mortgage, 10-year term is not appropriate. You're going to need to buy more coverage. The problem being, you may be in a position where you can't qualify. Maybe the price is now too expensive. So I'm a big believer in matching the term life, or really just any life insurance product, with the goal. You shouldn't have a misalignment of buying this life insurance plan to match this goal, but this goal is a permanent problem. Maybe it's a income replacement policy you're leaving to your surviving spouse, and you cannot outlive it. You need that. She's going to need that extra money. Or a final expense plan to cover burial-related expenses. What good's a policy that you may outlive if it's a permanent need? So matching the policy to the need is critical. And if you have permanent obligations, term insurance may not necessarily be the best choice. Give you some final thoughts here so you understand how the basics of term insurance works. It's temporary coverage. It lasts for a term period of time with generally level premiums. It's primarily used for income replacement, retirement funding, and also for mortgage protection, pay off debts, that kind of thing. Kind of lost my train of thought there. And so it's a good product. It's affordable, but it ends. This is the basics of how term insurance works. So now that you understand how it works, let's talk about how you can get the best overall price for coverage. You see, the thing you have to be concerned with is that in life insurance, there's not just one life insurance company. There's a variety of different ones, and they all price out your life insurance availability as and options differently according to your health, underwriting, age, lots of variables. So what this comes down to is in the life insurance business, there's two different types of agents. The first agent being what's called a captive agent. This is a traditional agent that represents one company, like a New York Life, MetLife, State Farm, that kind of thing. And they only have one option for term life insurance, which means they have one set of options for underwriting, one set of options for pricing. And that agent has to operate within that paradigm. The problem is, for that agent, is that many clients come from many walks of life. They may have conditions that others don't, and that company may not take that particular person. I've seen people decline for life insurance because they have basic type 2 diabetes without insulin use. It's crazy, otherwise healthy, that represent one particular company. So the way that we combat this problem, at least how I do at Buy Life Insurance for Burial, is I am a broker. I represent a variety of different insurance companies. When I meet a client, my goal is to get to know what it is they want to accomplish, for what length of time they're looking for term insurance, if that's what they're in fact looking for, and then what their unique health and lifestyle profile is. And I take that package to the life insurance companies that are available in their state and essentially say, who is going to give this person the best price? I want my client to get the best deal for what it is they're looking for. And then I get numbers back, and then I say, look what I can show you, and you can see the difference. So what that provides you is the opportunity to maximize your value for whatever your budget is to buy life insurance. And this is critical. You don't want to pay too much for life insurance. You don't want to buy an inappropriate type of life insurance, or maybe you don't have enough because you've had to sacrifice because the life insurance company you applied with does not have good underwriting rules for your particular condition. You want to work with a broker instead, because while they can't promise you that they're going to give you exactly what they want, they'll give you the best opportunity simply because there's more options. And again, like I said, that's what we do at Buy Life Insurance for Burial. And if you'd like more information on how we can help you, let's show you how to do it. If you go down here and click the link At the bottom of the box, or I should say in the description box, it will take you to an article that corresponds with this discussion on term life insurance. And check out the articles, see what they're like. I've got articles on different lengths of term insurance coverage so you can do your investigation, see quotes. If you like what you see, request a quote on the quote box to the left, or you can call 888-626-0439 and have one of our specialists who specialize in helping people with term insurance help you and give you a quote in about 10 minutes or less. My name is Dave Duford at Buy Life Insurance for Burial. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.